Yo, happy new year to you. 2024 is here. What is in store for the market that we got coming up here? I hope you've enjoyed 2023. Let's see what's in stock for the first week of 2024. It's Stocks and Hip Hop. I appreciate you coming back to the channel. If this is your first time here, do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you stick around to the end. I will give you my thumbs up or thumbs down for where I think is the best entry into the market. Now, with this series here, I created this because there was a huge problem in the stock market. And when it came to technical analysis, the problem was everything that was out there was outdated. Everything out there was based upon something that happened in like 1999, all the heydays when it came to the market. And what it was trying to show you is when you could purchase something. However, that sounds great. The problem was it's not real time, and it's very difficult to spot that when it's right in front of your face. So I created this series to help solve that problem. So make sure you hit that subscribe. This is going to show you how to read charts very simplistically. And on top of that, what we do here is we also mix in hip hop. And hip hop has always been involved with the market. I'm going to show that to you. This week's hip hop lyric comes from none other than the best out of Queens when it comes to this here. It is Kool G Rap. Kool G Rap on this track Fast Life with Nas. They were going back and forth towards the end of the song. G Rap spit the following line. We went from selling rocks to picking up stock in boat docks. Yo, the track went crazy. You gotta make sure you listen to this once more if you haven't in a while. Go look at that on YouTube Music or wherever you may get it. But definitely check that out. I'm gonna show you every single week how the stock market and hip hop have always been together. All right, so let's go ahead and see how the market closed for last year. The end of the year, S&P went at $4,769.83. And as we take a closer look at things, all right, so last year we talked about the cup and handle on how that was going to likely push the market higher and it would continue. So we did get above that neckline that we talked about, and we are now starting to fizzle out a little bit here. We're getting towards the highs here. $4,818.62 is the high. The high that we recently reached is $4,793. So we're pretty close. So where can we go from here? So what I don't like, start right up there. What I don't like is the fact that we had a spinning top here, and then all of a sudden this is like a pretty much a shooting star. All right, we got two long wicks at the top of these candles, and usually that signals some type of exhaustion, so the price could start to stall out. So here's what we want to see. Okay, we want to see defense. If the market does start to pull back, what we want is that defense of where we just broke out from. This is going to give us a signal that this is strong. So downside target right now is going to be a retest around this 4,600 area. We want to see the strength of the bulls continue to hold that level up in order to prove that this pattern is going to continue. Upside target right now is obviously new highs. We want to continue to start to strike at this 4,800 level and break above in order to get to new highs. So downside target 4,600, upside target 4,800. Let's go ahead and check out what was going on with the Russell ETF IWM. It closed at $271, so $200.71. And we talked about how we need to close with strength above this 200 area. So we saw how we bounced off of this support area and with a vengeance moved higher. Now that we are at that 200 area, this is where we said things get volatile. Between this 190 to 200 area, we had a reversal area. Now we are above. So where can we go from here? Let's get our price targets. Now that we are above our 200, because we closed above there, and now we're starting to sink a little bit towards that 200 area. We want to uphold that level, same as the S&P. Whenever you break above a resistance level, if the market wants to move lower, you need to retest that old resistance, which becomes support. If that continues to hold as support, that trend is likely going to hold up. So downside target, we want to hold up this 200 area. Upside target, we want to blast back to 200. As you can see in the past, when we were here before, we had extremely volatile moves between 210 and 200. I expect the same once more. So if we do hold up around this 200, expect I don't want to say expect, but look forward to IWM having volatility in the same area to get back to around that 210 area. So that's IWM. Let's go ahead and see what's good with the Dow. Dow closed that. Let's get that. Whoop. One too many letters. There we go. $37,689.54. And we can see that, yeah, we went to the moon on this one, baby. We went up, we made new highs. So Dow hit new highs, and we were at those new highs. So usually when you close towards the highs, chances of continuation are pretty good. So the new year is looking pretty good for the Dow. So price targets, where can we go from here? We want to see new highs. We want to continue to stay around this 38,000 area. So upside target is around 38,000 because we continued that pattern, but we've had a very, very extended run here. Things could pause, so we definitely want to hang around this 38,000 area. Downside target is if we end up coming back to retest around, let's say around this 37,000 area. This is where indecision was at before, where the lows of that indecision was around that 37,000 area. So if we do end up moving lower, we want to retest around that 37,000 area and uphold that area. All right, lastly, let's go ahead and see what's good with the Nasdaq. I said MDX. I don't line my keys up. There we go. Nasdaq closed at 16,825.93. Nasdaq also made new highs. We got a new high here. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, chicken dinner. We got almost 17,000. 16,969.17. And we also faded when we made that new high. And it's usually not a good sign because, like I said, strength is what we want. Closing at the highs is a good sign. Fading from the highs is not a good sign. So price targets, where can we go from here? All right, we want to retest around that 17,000 area for our upside target. That is because we want the strength. All right, we fell from there before. If the bulls have firm control, we want them to uphold that by pushing higher to that 17,000 area. All right, downside target. Downside target is lower side of this candle here, right? So this is around, let's say, just give it a round number, 16,500. So we'll go ahead and say downside target is around that 16,500 area. This is where it tested before, where it bounced and moved higher. Now we want to uphold that level if it does come down lower. So go ahead and wrap this one up, put this one in the books for the first one of the year. We have the S&P right now, which is hovering at all-time highs. Didn't make it just yet, but it's pretty close, and we want to show that continuation to the upside. So we have a bull run on the run. All right, now we have IWM, which is showing that it is starting to retest its area of former resistance, which is now current support, which is around 200. We want to uphold that level in order to show that the bulls have control. We have the Dow, which has made record highs. We want it to stay elevated. We do not want it to fall to the downside too quickly because we want to see that the bulls have that firm grip on the market. All right, and then we also have the Nasdaq, which also made new highs, and we want it to also hang near its new highs. It showed that it faded from its high, but we want the bulls to regain that strength. So that is it for this week. So do we have a thumbs up or thumbs down? The thumbs up was when we had the breakout, so this is still now a thumbs down. This is because we are not at that breakout level. However, with IWM, I think this would be a thumbs up. So I guess that's confusing. IWM of the four, IWM has a thumbs up. The other three have a thumbs down, only because they are at the highs and they are testing those highs. We need to see confirmation of that. So IWM, yes. The rest of them, nah, not right now. All right. Health is wealth. Take care of yourself. Come into this new year making sure that you have a priority on taking care of yourself. Go outside, get some fresh air. Make sure that you spend time with people that you love. Please take care of yourself. Your health is your wealth. You need that no matter how much money you may have. Nobody wants to be sick and in the hospital. It is a priority for you to take care of yourself. Please make it that way, because if you do not, you will end up eating your medicine another way. All right, so take care of yourself. Health is wealth. I appreciate you. Much love for this new year, and I'll check you next time. All right, peace.